Thank you, fellow viewers. Thanks for joining us again today. I want to welcome you to our channel. We appreciate your time as always. Please, if this is your first time, click like and share our videos to your network so we can build this platform. Welcome back. We're talking about today about Rotterdam, the port of Rotterdam. Rotterdam is a beautiful city in the Netherlands. That's in Holland. Some people call it that way. Now, this particular port is extensive in its nature. The reason the port of Rotterdam is this particular focus is as a result of its contribution into the Dutch economy. It is a wonderful piece of assets, as the Dutch may consider it. It's an interesting place. Just so you know that the port of Rotterdam is based in the city of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. This is in the southwest part of the Netherlands, which you can say that is the southern part of the Netherlands. Another thing you need to know about this particular Rotterdam port is that the Rotterdam port is the largest seaport in Europe. This is something you need to know. It has held this title for quite some time now. And located in Rotterdam, which is the southern part of the Netherlands, this particular port has a history with Dutch economy. From 1962 until 2004, it was the busiest port, I have to say, in the world. And this port was overtaken recently, first by the port of Singapore, and Singapore held that particular position for some time. And later on, Singapore was overtaken by the port of Shanghai. Isn't that interesting? For if you know that from 1962 until 2004, that is a very long time for a particular port to hold that crown. So we take our hats off for the port of Rotterdam. Very interestingly to know that Singapore took this title from this beautiful Dutch asset, so to say. Another very interesting thing about the port of Rotterdam is that it employs over 1,400 people who are working in this particular Dutch port that deals with different products across Europe. Also, this particular port has a turnover, it's just to say an annual revenue of over 708 million euros. That's based on the statistics, but currently you should be looking at just over 900 million euros in just a year. So this tells you the extent at which this particular port it's important in the Dutch economy. The size of the harbor, you were looking at just over 4,800 hectares of land. If you want to look at it another way, you will say that it's like 12,000 acres. This is unbelievable amount of space that a shipping port would have. In terms of the containers level in this particular Dutch asset, I would have to say, it has over the volume that you're looking at is about 14,000. 14,000. If you put it at figures in the total calculation, you're going to realize that it's 14,500,000 containers that pass through this particular port in a year. This is based on recent statistics as from 2019. So you can imagine that over annual containers that this port handles on an annual basis is just over 14 million containers. It is interesting. In terms of its size, it's over 31,000 acres that covers. It extends to the Delfshaven area, which is in Max Flat and different parts which is in Rotterdam, of course. So it also tells you the extent at which the Rotterdam port contributes into the Dutch economy. It provides a huge amount of opportunities. It is a very competitive port as compared to other ports across Europe. It generates revenue. It is the main hub for the distribution of goods that come from the United States, from Europe, and from other parts around the world that goes through this particular port. It is a very valuable asset for the Netherlands. They have made sure that in terms of innovation, it's a state of the art in terms of its operations. They have installed lots of new facilities. The computing system is state of the art as well. Now it is very accessible, of course. You do have ships that comes from Asia, from Africa, from Latin America, from North America as well. That come in between to transact goods. Now, you do have the Port of Hamburg, of course, that's going to be a topic for another day. But this particular port, in terms of the activities that takes place here, are exceptional. Now, you can imagine how just one particular port in a country has contributed a lot into the economy of the Netherlands. This particular port has its history, and we encourage you the next time you visit the Netherlands, you may want to travel somewhere around the port of Rotterdam so you got to see things for yourself. So we do have, we hopefully that this information about the Port of Rotterdam has enlightened you, just so you know that the port it's created lots of years ago, and this has really helped the Dutch economy to become very competitive in several ways. So it's a seaport that pride itself for technology and also handle very big consignment. I have to say, they have done this over and over, and it generates and contributes heavily into the Dutch economy. I think every country will be proud to have such an investment into their own country. So thanks for watching again. We are looking forward meeting you sometime soon. And please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this information, please give us a thumbs up, like, and share our videos. We are looking forward to our next destination, and have a pleasant day. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.